Good evening, good evening, good evening. Snow! How are you? Hope you're all okay. I set up this fantastic countdown doohickey thing and nobody saw it. Where were you all? Yeah, where was everybody?
Yeah, where was everybody?
I don't know. I thought it looked really cool and I just hope that Streamlabs doesn't quit on me because it keeps doing that today. Normally when it's just in standby mode it just shuts down after a few minutes, so hopefully it won't do that today and we'll be alright. Let go of me please, thank you very much. What do you want?
To say hi to everybody.
There's nobody here to say hi to, so off you go.
Well, look, he's come.
Oh, hello Claire.
Claire! Hi, Claire.
It's cool, isn't it? I set that up today all by myself. Haha. Like the snow.
Claire, we're spinning with Mummy today.
We are spinning with Mummy today.
Mum got new red knitting.
Got a what?
Remember that red stuff that you got today?
Oh, yeah, it's over there. It's over there.
Oh, I'll show them. This thing.
Come on then. Go. Yeah, we've got this today. Can't wait to start knitting this. It is gorgeous. It is superwash merino and 25% nylon, and you get 10 little mini skeins.
Yeah, and you have the
No, I'm
spoon.
going to make socks with it, I expect.
And you can even spin it.
No, this has already been spun because it's yarn. That's what we do with fluff. Go and put it back over there so I can put it away.
So, who?
Hi, Becca! How you doing, sweetie? Get out of the way so I can move my chair.
There's more people coming.
Yes, I know more people are coming.
Who is coming? Elle, where is she?
I don't know where Elle is. Elle will be here a bit later, I expect. Yay, Christmas trees!
I got Christmas trees.
Christmas trees! So he won't be here long, he's going around in a sec.
No, I'm gonna.
No, you are, because it's 8 o'clock. Bummy.
I got Christmas.
Hey, Poppy! How's it going, Sweet Pea?
Hi, Poppy.
How are you, ladies? Are you both okay? If you kneel down, you can be seen in that bottom one.
What one?
The bottom one. There you go. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, that's got my old progress bars on it. I've just noticed. That's no good, is it? Let's change that. It's supposed to update that automatically.
What? Is anything frozen now?
Yeah, hang on a sec. I'm just
Sorry.
updating the if it doesn't fucking crash on me.
Don't crash.
I broke it.
Or not.
How much am I willing to pay to get Dork back? Oh, depends. Does she want me to pay to get her back? Or is she, like, quite content where she is? And can you prove that she's quite content where she is? If you can prove that she is content where she is, then I'm not going to pay anything to get her back.
Mum.
There you go. That's a bit better.
Okay.
She might not want me to. Poggle, you know, she might be quite content. Will you please get out of my way before I spin your hair?
She just said, get out of the way or I'll spin.
And I mean, you know, I suppose what it really comes down to is like,
What?
do you want to give her back? Did I? Where does that? Is that in the title?
Mum,
I can spell.
Mum,
There you go. Alpaca, that's right. There you go.
Mum, I read the word with
So I get to try and do 10 things at once earlier.
she seems.
Go on, off you go. No, go on, off you go.
I want kisses
No.
on YouTube.
Go on, off you go.
YouTube, can I have kisses, please?
The yarn's really lovely as well.
Not.
Really. Can I have that yarn back, please, that you just put here?
That's why.
Because I want to show it to somebody.
Who?
That was that yarn I was talking about the other day, Dork. I don't know if you saw all of that.
Kisses.
I did post it on Discord.
Thank you.
That's Becca that's giving you kisses.
Thank you, Becca.
And Poppy.
Thank you, Poppy.
It's a really, really nice yarn. Right, go on. You've had kisses, off you go. Go!
Hug.
You've had a hug. You've had your kisses. You've had your good nights. Go on.
Good night, everybody.
You're supposed to gag her poggles, not like deafen her. That's not how it works. Aren't they gorgeous? I discovered the seller on Instagram of all places. What?
If Elcon show up.
Yes, I will tell you if Elle comes. And it's just, it's so squishy. And look, Elle was going on earlier. She was like, it's like ice cream, and I want to lick it. And some of them are very, very close in colour, but I reckon you could make a really, really nice like rainbow effect. Trouble is, I never use all my yarn, so I'm going to see what else she comes up with, because she's doing like an entire rainbow over the year. So that's the February pack. The January pack, she's bless her heart, she's put it aside for me, and she's going to save it until she's done the March pack, and then send me January and March together, so that I don't have to pay so much on postage, which is really, really nice of her. And because I said I want to get them all. The seller is the Lay Family, layfamilyyarn.co.uk, LAY family yarn.co.uk. And yeah, she said she'll hold the January pack until the March pack comes out, which won't be till after Christmas. And she said, you can pay me when the March pack comes out for the both of them. And I was like, awesome. No, that's yarn, Becca. I will knit that. They're on Instagram as well. Just at Lay Family Yarn. That's where I found them. Because I only use like about 60%, I think, of a ball of yarn. Hey Sue! What I'm thinking is that I can, you know, start a pair of socks with the January ones. Yeah, I thought it was lovely. Start a pair of socks with the January ones, and then just keep going throughout the packs if they all blend into each other. And then, you know, by the end of the year, I reckon I might get 12 pairs of, 14 pairs of socks out of 12 months worth of thingy yarn. So off to investigate. Yay! If it's not in stock, Claire, go on Instagram and send them a message. Tell them that I recommended them to you, and ask them if there's any way you can get hold of the January and February packs if you're interested. So it's 10 mini skeins of 10 grams each. That's quite good. So how is everybody? There's a melon shawl which needs a couple of solids and then colours in. I haven't made a shawl in ages. I just don't wear them. You know? It took her about a week to dye up the extra skeins, so, you know, it might take her a while. But and she said, you know, they'd had so much interest, that's why they did some more of the January ones. Ready to be finished work for Christmas now? Yeah, I bet you are. Bet you are. Are you guys doing anything? Yeah, maybe a card. Yeah, I was thinking maybe a cardie actually. I might save it. Are you two doing anything big, Becca, over Christmas, or is it just going to be you and Poppy? Slurp, 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 slurp. Because you know, I have been online a grand total of 16 minutes. Actually, if you take off the 5 minutes of the countdown, that I did a really swish countdown and none of you saw, except for Claire, then I've been online for like 11 minutes. And she's having a drink. You were ready to go away for Christmas now, Kat? I'm sorry, Sue. Where are you going to go? Just got the parents, brother, his wife, baby nephew over Christmas dinner. What's that? Cool. Little ones make Christmas so much fun. Poppy's doing the cooking. Awesome. I hope she's up for the challenge. You'd burn the turkey. I'm cooking this year. Tell you what, Poppy, you can message me Christmas love and I will commiserate with you. Ferry Meadows near Peterborough and they're gonna... most places are 2 or 3, aren't they? You should come here, darling. We're only tier 1 still. Yes, no, my mum has decided she's not only retiring from work, but she's retiring from doing Christmas. Although she's like, you know, 78. And she said, I'm now retiring from doing Christmas. So if you want Christmas dinner, somebody else is going to have to cook it. Even though, like, Matt does the majority of it. But she's, like, on hand to turn things on and to keep an eye on things. And she's like, can't fucking see it all. So if you want it all done, somebody else is going to have to watch it. So we're like, that's fine. I'll come down anyway. Because I go down Christmas Eve and prep all the veg. So I have to go down Christmas Eve and cook the fucking turkey as well. So she's got mulled wine, Bucks Fizz and Copperberg to get her through. Awesome. So you're getting pizza for Christmas dinner then? Because that's what I would do. Order pizza if I drunk all of that. Are you tier 3 now? Not even see Mum and Dad. How is Mum and Dad? Has Dad had his doohickey in yet? I'm being deliberately vague because I don't know if you want me to mention it online. See, I mean, we have got like quite a large turkey, so I'll probably cook that like Christmas Eve, or Matt will cook it Christmas Eve, prep all the veg Christmas Eve, and then actually on the day I'll probably just cook the gammon, the potato, you know, cook all the veg up and that. If I can get away with cooking stuff the day before, I will. You've got 60 pigs in blankets to cook, and yeah, we've got some pigs in blankets, but not that many. Should probably get more though. Not like you'd be in your element with pizza on Christmas. Absolutely. My late fiance used to not do Christmas. Okay, A, he's not religious, and B, he didn't like Christmas because he used to be a postman. And he said it's the worst time of the year. If you're a postman, it's horrible. People are rude. They get pissed off with you if, you know, your stuff doesn't. And he's like, you know, for fuck's sake, I deliver the post to your house. I don't know where the fuck it goes once you stick it in the post box. It's nothing to do with me. But people wouldn't have it. They come out and moan at him. Well, I sent a parcel to Scotland and it hasn't arrived. And he's like, well, I'm not in fucking Scotland, you know. And he would be, you know, he said that you would start work ordinarily at 4 in the morning. I know he was. And he said ordinarily he would be finished by sort of 1, 2 o'clock on a regular day. Christmas he wouldn't be finished till 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. That's 4 a.m. till 7 p.m. That was a long ass day, you know. Why is sex with a man better than a vibrator? Pog needs to know. Pog, because you need a body to wrap your legs around. You need a back to run these up and down. Just imagine it, Pog. Gently running them up and down your back and up the back of your thighs, Pog. Yeah? Up the back of your thighs and over your ass. Yeah? Is that doing it for you, Pog? Completely forgotten what I was saying there. Oh, yeah. So he would, when Christmas hit, he would get home from work on Christmas Eve. He would shut the door. He would lock the door. And he wouldn't talk to anybody. He said the best Christmas he ever had was he cooked egg and chips for dinner. He spent the day reading a book. I think he was reading Lord of the Rings or something. And he didn't talk to anybody. I'd normally get a text Christmas morning. Merry Christmas, baby. You know, have a good one. Speak to you later. All right, darling. So, oh, it gets rude in here, Claire. You know, if you can't handle it, then you need to leave. Was that all right, Dork? Did that get the message across? Because he's gone awfully quiet. I don't know. I've never seen it. Sorry, missed the pre-op for pacemakers 6th of January. Op is approximately 6 weeks later. Well, that's not too bad. You'll be done by mid-February then. That's all right. He wouldn't have it now anyway, would he? Not over Christmas. Too bonkers. At least they're not making him wait. Matt hasn't had a cardio appointment this year. They booked it and cancelled it, booked it and cancelled it. And then they booked it again and we didn't go. Because I said to Matt, you know, do you want to go? And he was like, no. He said, I'm not getting on a bus. So, you know, he's nothing against getting on buses before anybody says anything. But like he said, you know, I don't want to go sit on a bus for an hour trip from Southampton to the General for an appointment, you know. It can wait until it's safer. So he'll be fine and he'll feel so much better once he's got it in. Oh yeah, he's alright. Fit as a horse. Like I said to him, if you have any symptoms, then we'll go. But he's like, no, I'm fine. So we haven't gone. Dog's actually blind now, Claire, by the way. Well, why don't you come camp down on the island, Sue? At least there's some nice walks. Yeah, he's okay. Alex is now a qualified security guard, Claire. Got his SIA licence in the summer. Yeah, she's 14, 13, 14, something like that. He looks so different than when you last saw him. Got no fat on him at all. He worked it all off. He's all muscle now. He working till 12 Christmas Eve. Oh. Yes, she sleeps a lot. She's over there. Baby girl. Oh, you're not allowed? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know, dog. You know, I feel like I'm only getting half the conversation here. But I think if you put the full conversation into my chat, you'll probably get me banned. Yes, he started wrestling a year ago, just over a year ago. He's done a couple of shows. Of course, you know, he should have done loads more, but lockdown. So during lockdown, he started doing weights and doing workout routines in his room. And he does go full at it. He comes out absolutely dripping from doing all the workouts that he does. Got his SIA. He seems to be doing quite well, really. Thanks, Box. I need to message somebody. Oh, pardon me. Coca-Cola. Do you still use your hand, Sinclair? Yeah, spin it. Once I get their nose whopped a couple of times, though, I won't go near it again. partly wish I'd kept mine because I don't like plying, but that would have been all it got used for, was plying, and I don't spin enough really to keep up with it. So. I should really sell my 2 spindles, I don't use them. Got a Golding and a Bosworth, I don't use either of them. It's because they're males, that's what that is. On which? Okay. I'll let you know if I decide to sell it. I bought one of those 3D printed bobbins from Acre in the States. I know you did, yeah. I just don't get as much done with the spindle, I find. It's slower. I was saying the other night, Sue, I don't know if you were lurking. Oh, that's my Daryl. Daryl, it's 8:30. That, you know, if things calm down by next June, I might do like a camping road trip and do Woolfest next year. It really does depend on what's going on. I haven't done a show for 2 or 3 years now, I think. Maybe even longer than that. Me and Daryl could go camping in the Lake District. Ugh. Well, that's it. I mean, I don't want to go if, like, sellers are going to avoid it. But then I don't want to go if it's going to be heaving either, so... I don't know. I don't know. Night, baby. Love you. Alright, okay. I know, but I miss people that go to Wallfest. I haven't seen Katrina in years, it feels like. Wallfest was the only show that I used to see her on. Yeah, yeah, probably it will be. Which would be a bit of a shame, but... Yeah, I've not heard of that one. Yeah, you said about Yarningham. It all really depends on, you know, what's happening COVID-wise. And when I update my car, I suppose, really, because I don't think I trust my car to do all that. So I'm hoping to update my car in the new year. And it's going to need a good run, innit? You know, it's got to go a few 100 miles or so. Really small, local, run by Winner family. I don't know them at all. The trouble is, of course, because I haven't got a camper, I need to either find a hotel, which is expensive, or get a tent and do a campsite. And I can't afford a hotel. And at least if I get a tent, I could use it again. That's my thought, and I think Darren would quite like to do, you know, tent and all that lot. He loves hotels. He thinks hotels are fucking brilliant, but dinner time. Okay, enjoy. Although I suppose I could do like a Park Dean resort, you know, and get like a little chalet type thing. Like we have, because we have Park Dean here, and the little chalets are quite nice. Do they have Park Dean up north? Well, I suppose they'd be stupid expensive in the middle of June, wouldn't they? Well, yeah, this is what I'm thinking. My only problem with that is of course I'm going to be a woman with a small boy on my own. You know, I also get up to the loo a couple of times a night, and if I want to go to the loo, I'm going to have to take him with me, which means waking him up, stumbling him all the way to the toilets, and then taking him back again, because I wouldn't want to leave him on his own in a tent. I mean, I did find a campsite that said, you know, it would be about £16 a night for me and him, which wouldn't be too bad. We still have tents. There's only Ian that uses one. Small ones to the bite. Yeah, a bucket's all very well, but I don't want to share a tent with a bucket full of piss, to be perfectly honest with you. So I did say to Callie about like going camping in the new year. I said, you know, do you fancy a road trip next summer? We could go, you know, go camping and all that lot, because she's going to have a baby now, so she's a bit like less eager to do so. Well, this was some kind of farm in the lakes. It's less than 10 miles away from where the showground is, and they just said, you know, for a tent, and you pay per person, and it was £10 per adult and £6 per child per night, which I thought wasn't too bad. I miss having a camper van. That would make life a lot easier. I just can't afford to run one. I'd love something like Debs and Brian have got, like a VW Transporter type van, because you can run those like ordinary cars, but then fold it all down. You've got a bed, which, you know, that's awesome. Because my other issue as well is, I don't know how I'm going to fare sleeping on the floor for several days at a time, you know. Yeah, that's just more shit to cart up there, isn't it? You've got to blow it up. Yeah, that's what my old one was like. It was a proper camper, you know. And I mean, Claire, she would have told you what she's got for dinner. Claire and I used to go to wall shows in it quite happily and camp in it for a couple of days. Quite, you know, it had a toilet and all that lot, so it was great. And it was a proper size van, but it was expensive. It cost loads of money to get it, you know. It costs more in fuel and all of that lot because it's a big vehicle and all that lot. But I do think I do often think of, you know, getting one of those little transporters. That'd be cool. Because Debs and Bri have got one, and they like, you know, sort of all the seats in it convert into a bed, don't they? And it's just loads of fun. I don't think it doesn't have its toilet, but still sore. Still sore. Still giving me shit. Nothing is, unfortunately. My cat's having a shout. Because the good thing with a proper camper van that had a toilet and that is you could park it wherever the fuck you liked. My mum and I used to go camping in it, and we'd go and find a quiet, like, side street somewhere and go park down there. Do you know what I mean? Really hooked up. Should have kept my van. I bought a van, what, 6 years ago? Massive thing. Mercedes van, extra long wheelbase it was. You could have fit a king size bed in the boot of that thing. And I didn't keep it because it practically here is too big. You know, where I live, it's just too big of a car to use as your regular car. It used to belong to like a airport shuttle service. You know, they run it as Angel Cars, I think it was called. Used to belong to them. And it was gorgeous. It was really neat and tidy. Do you know what I mean? It's beautiful to drive. 6 gears. I was like, yay. First time I'd driven 6 gears. It was beautiful. And I really, really liked it. And I could have, like, quite easily just slung my, you know, taken my mattress off of my bed and stuck that in the bag. It would have fit no trouble. In first campsites, festivals, you do have the occasional sneaky bed. See, we were always the other way. We would always park somewhere sneaky. Claire and I found the perfect place in the lakes. There was this road. I think it's the Derwentwater Hotel. And when you go down past the hotel, and there's like a turning circle in the road. So you go down, it's dead end road. You go down the road. And then, yeah, it's pretty, innit? I want butterflies tattooed on my chest. You go down the road, and it's a dead-end road. And you go, like, through a gate, and you're in a field, you know? And then just there's this sort of turning circle. And where the turning circle stops, there's a little bit of extra road. And there's no double yellow lines down there. And we used to go and park down there. So people could drive down, go around the turning circle, come back out, and drive back out the thing. But we were down this little extra bit in front of the gate. Weren't blocking the gate, left enough room. And yeah, it was great. We saw foxes and hedgehogs and all sorts down there. It was really, really cool. Nobody bothered us. We were out of the way. It was dark at night because there was, you know, it wasn't a main road. It was a never used road. And it wasn't hugely well lit. It was great. Oh, I'm gonna BRB it because I need to run to the little girl's room, so I won't be too sex. Be right back. That's back. Oh, yeah, yeah. I got my new Fitbit. Finally. For those that don't know, I ordered my new Fitbit last week. It was like 20 quid off. And Amazon do this payment scheme. And it's interest-free payments. And they give you 5 months to pay to pay it back. They tell you how much it's going to be each month and all that lot. That's how I got my camcorder. And I ordered it last Wednesday, I think it was. And they were like, yeah, you'll have it by Friday. So I was like, awesome. And Friday came around and 2:30 in the afternoon, I got a notification saying it's been delayed. And it was delayed at 11:30 that morning, but I didn't get notified until 2:30. We hope to have it moving in the next 24 hours. And I tweeted Amazon and I said, I don't know why you insist on using fucking Hermes. Because things always go missing with them, you know? And I said, some asshole working for Hermes has now got themselves an expensive brand new Fitbit for Christmas. And they were like, oh, if it doesn't arrive, let us know. I said, well, it hasn't arrived, has it? I said, you've just moved the goalposts now as to when it's going to arrive. So Saturday came and went, and there was no update on the tracking. And I was like, it's gone. They've fucking half-inched it. Monday came. Sat all day Monday waiting. No update on the tracking. No knock on my door. So I was like, right. So sort of like just gone midnight Tuesday morning, I puts in for a refund. Gets my refund. Thought I'll wait an extra day or two just on the fucking off chance. No, didn't arrive. So yesterday I put in another order and said I want to reorder this item, being as it hadn't, they refunded my money and that. So reordered it and they were like, yeah, it'll be with you Friday. And then this morning I got a message saying, oh yeah, it's out with your courier today. I was like, wow. So they actually got it to me early, which I thought was quite good. Took ages to download the upgrade, the software to upgrade the Fitbit though. Did that earlier. Excuse me. Have you tried your bobbins yet, Doc? Okay. Also, did you answer me why you make a blind ball and don't ply straight off your bobbins? Okay. I will read it then. Can't remember where in Discord it was. What did you say? You make chain fly balls. But how do you chain it? And wind it all at the same time? I've never understood how that happens. I make my chains light. I go like that when I'm making my chains. And fly it straight onto the wall, onto the wheel. Oh dear me. Oh God, I'm tired. So I'd be worried that I would like pull it undone or something while I'm feeding it to the wheel. I'm not thinking of bloody Cardi for that yarn because it's so squishy. It's Claire's fault. I wanted to make socks and now Claire's got me thinking about a cardigan because it's pretty yarn. Do you only do that when you're chain plying then? I'm assuming you don't do it when you want to do like a 4-ply yarn or something. And how do you control your tension? So I've got all these questions because I've never made it that way and I don't get how you do it. How do you control your tension if you're only winding it onto a ball? Okay, you use a lazy Kate on your kitchen table and walk all the way through to the other side of the house and then wind it. Okay. And then walk back to the Kate as you're winding it. Get good steps in while you do it. Yeah, but you do because you're winding. You could sit still, and if you wind yarn manually by hand, you'll get shitloads of steps. I found that out quite early on. I think I would have to try this. There's a bobbin on one shaft and the loop of the chain on the other shaft. And just pull. You've lost me there. So I'll get pissed off for doing that because I ply when I'm doing other things, like when I'm watching the TV or something like that. I would get so bored walking up and down my hallway just winding yarn. But hey, you know, it works for you. But it would drive me crazy. Okay, I will have a look at that. Now wait 3 hours while it decides to open a... It's going to make noise. these at me, isn't it? Let me just turn the volume off. I don't want to. So you make your loop. She tied a knot in it. But come on, that yarn, I'm sorry, but that yarn should be corkscrewing about all over the fucking place. Okay, so I can see how she makes the chains. You just use that sticky uppy thing. And like you said, you can walk miles before having to wind it back. Okay, I can see how it's done. My singles would still be like corkscrewing all over the place. Could you not wind it onto like a spare bobbin? I mean, where do you put the ball when you're plying off of it? You'd have to put it in a bucket or something. Could you not like wind it onto a bobbin and then you could just put the bobbin on your lazy Kate for when you feed it back? Or do you just hold the bobbin in? Oh, I suppose you hold the ball in your hand or something, do you? I must admit, I've never seen this version of it at all. Slip, 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 slip. What do you loop yours round then? You've got arthritis in your hands as well, so chain plying at the wheel. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. If that helps you then. I find spinning a lot harder now. What do you... Oh, she's moving the camera. What do you... You just put it in a tub. What do you loop your loop round then? To stop it, like, you know, to hold it taut while you walk away from it. And have you ever got to the other end of the house and it's broken on you and you've gone, fuck's sake, and you've had to go chasing it because it's corkscrewed all back on itself? And does that not make a huge knot? See, the inquiring minds want to know these things. Stop having cyber sex with Poggles and answer us. I guess so, Sue. I've heard of people doing it for spindle plying, but not wheel plying. Tocom, you know. I've got a vertical laser coat, so you just oh, okay. I have as well. I bought one. Fog's gone to bed. Oh. It's early, innit? See, I chain ply on the wheel all the time. It's probably my preferred way of doing yarn, you know. Especially when I want long colour repeats. You've only had it break once. You just put the ball on the floor, split splice it. I can never, ever, ever get a split splice to work. Never. Hello, Twinkle Tits. How are you? What doing? I'm spinning yarn. You moron. What does it look like? You're not driving, Matt? Yeah, I've tried that though, and it never works for me. You got home early. You're going to sleep now. Everybody's going to sleep. What's the matter with you men? You've got no stamina. You don't. Some of us do. How was dinner? Why did your mouth hurt? Did you burn it, or? That's why your other half is in bed before it. Why? Because he's got no stamina. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah, Stuart used to go to bed that early as well when he was started early. It is hard. I wouldn't like to do a 3 a.m. start. I don't like mornings. And a 3 a.m. start's no good when you don't go to sleep until, you know, gone 2. Yes, don't oversleep. I read a thing the other day, funny you saying that, Sue, about he's like taking early retirement or something because he can afford to. This bloke, you know, he's worked hard and done very well for himself and can afford to retire quite early. And the woman he's been married to for 20 odd years has basically said, if you retire, I'm going to leave you, because she's so used to being on her own during the day when he's at work, and she's like, I don't want you at home all day every day. If you retire, I'm going to leave. And he's like, oh, charming. I'd probably be the same. You're taking you can't take early retirement. All those millions that you owe for the warehouse or whatever it was. You just sell it in a year, you'll make profit. Yeah. I get the impression that you'd go bonkers if you didn't have loads of work to do. You get to be at home alone until 1 p.m. and he just comes in and falls asleep. Yeah, there will be a slight delay, Claire, because I'm live, so you get used to it. You're not too early today, and we'll just go back out and get the figures. Don't know why, but I don't get alerted when you go online, Matt, which is a bit annoying. You fell asleep on the sofa. Aww. You let Pog down. She freaked him out and he needed you. I don't know what alerts. He needs to become a man. Well, he didn't believe her earlier when she told him that sex with a man is better than with a vibrator. So he came and asked me, and I was talking about like running my nails up and down his back and all that kind of thing, and he went very quiet after that. I had to be spammed every time. Yeah, I suppose so. His face was so funny when he was listening to it. All the places I could run these long nails up and down. No, night night. Sleep well. Christ, I turned the heat down. It looks so roasting. Now I'm fucking freezing. Oh. Elle's not coming. She's not feeling very well. She's got a headache. She's gone bed with it. I sent her a message and went, I'm in trouble because you're not in my chat. This is a good thing. Little shit the other night, he woke up like not long after I'd gone to bed. Was it the night before last? Yeah, not last night, night before. And he had my audiobook. So he came in and listened to it. And he said, he kept saying to me all day yesterday, really enjoyed that book, Mummy. I really enjoyed that. When you go to bed tonight, can you wake me up so that I can come and get in your bed to listen to Jack Reacher? And I was like, no. So I listened to my audiobooks for me, not for you. And he's like, but it was really good and I want to find out what happens next. And this morning he had a right go at me because I didn't wake him up when I went to bed. You didn't wake me up. I was like, no, I didn't. No, that's right. Sod off, child. Oh, dearie. How's your mum, Claire? Okay. Mine's virtually blind now. Needs a wheelchair when we go out and about. Pages of shit. Wait, stop licking. Wait. Yes, I'm talking to you. You was the only other being in the room. kind of looks at me like, are you talking to me? Are we done with it? Ding. Yeah, no, Mum can barely see now. Yeah. So it's sat in summer in the conservatory, because she had a conservatory built on the back of 53. And, he's supposed to be, yeah. My mum's got, AMD. And, she's been losing her eyesight for the past sort of several years, really. But yeah, she's got to the point now where if you're more than sort of 3 feet away from her, she's not quite sure who you are, you know. And it's like, she says when she's watching TV and that, she only knows who's who because of their voice. And it's like, I even took her to see Downton. I even took her to the cinema to watch Downton. Can you believe that? Downton fucking Abbey. I don't do Downton Abbey. But I took her because she said, will you please take me to the cinema? So I said, yeah, alright then. And she said the reason she wanted to go was because she wanted to see if she could distinguish on the screen any better. So I said, yeah, fine. So I took her to the cinema, watched Downton, came out, and I said, so how was it? And she said it was just as bad. She said, I still couldn't really tell who was who. She said, only because of the sound of their voices. And I was like, oh, right, okay. And yet, stupidly, she could see the tennis ball when they're at Roland Garros. You know? Yeah, I don't watch Downton, though, do I? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, she couldn't tell you who's on court, what the players are. She can't read the writing, you know, when you look at, because she watches it all through Prime. You're a sport on Prime now. And, you know, you look, and it comes up with the names, you know, Rosetsky, well, not Rosetsky, obviously, but Federer versus Nadal, for example. She wouldn't be able to read that. She sits 4 feet away from the TV, if that, and she wouldn't be able to read who the players are. And when they're on the screen, she couldn't tell you which player was which, other than by, you know, what's he wearing. And so that one so-and-so mum, she'd go, right, okay, and she'd know that then. But she could see the tennis ball. I'm not sure whether it's just her brain feeding her that info. You know, filling in the gaps kind of thing. It's weird. Very weird. She can't read. I have to go down and she's audiobooks only now. I have to go down there once a month and pay her bills for her on her iPad because she can't do it. She's got her iPad set to maximum magnification. She's got an iPad mini and she can barely use it now. She does enough to FaceTime me when she wants something. So I took, because I bought a 12.9 Pro last year. No, just over a year ago. iPad Pro. And I took that down and put that on maximum magnification and she's still like at it, you know. So I was like, okay, so that's a no. So she doesn't bother. She said to me, can you delete Facebook? She said, because I can't see it, I can't get on there. So we kept the account active so that she can still keep Messenger. Because she talks on Messenger video with my sister. Everybody else, she can FaceTime me, she can FaceTime Carl because we're both on Apple. But my sister's not got Apple devices, neither does Callie. And so everybody else knows that if they want to get hold of her, to do it through Facebook Messenger. She hasn't driven now for several years. If she wants to go somewhere, she asks me. We got her a manual wheelchair just over a year ago. Mainly because, you know, she doesn't have a travel scooter. And even if she did, the weight I can't do, lifting it in and out the car. I can just about cope with a manual chair. But she sort of balked at it. She was like, well, that means you'll have to push me around stores and that. I was like, well, I'd rather do that, to be quite honest, than fart ass around taking a fucking scooter to pieces. So that's what we do. So I said, said to her, you're going to have to move in with me eventually because, I'm going to need looking after. But like she said, where my mum lives at the moment, the distance from the front door to the back door, Claire will tell you, is massive. It's like, it's about half a mile. It's a huge old Victorian 5-bedroom, 4 5-bedrooms or 2 to 3 reception rooms. Yeah, and it's a straight line from the front door all the way down to the back door. And it's got to be, what? How far would you say it is in the big house? It's quite a way, isn't it? All the way down the hallway. Well, she walks up and down the hallway a couple of times a day. She even manages to go up and down the stairs. And she does 1,000 stairs. She counted it. Yeah, it's a big, long old house. Lovely house. Cold. Nightmare to heat. She walks up and down the hallway a couple of times a day. And that's it. That's her limit. Afternoons are a no-go for her. We don't book anything in the afternoon because she's just too tired and she goes to sleep. Yeah, it's got to be 50 feet easily in a straight line. And then you've got the conservatory on the end as well, which is about another 8 foot long. So, it's great. But, and she said, the thing is, I've still got that little bit of mobility. She can do it once, maybe twice, because she's got that hallway and she can get up and walk up and down it. She's managed to keep that little bit of mobility. If she was to move in with me, she'd lose it because she can't do that walk. There's not enough room to walk up and down here where I live. So she's reluctant to move in with me, which is fair enough. Well, she doesn't need to do the stairs, really. Because she's got everything she needs downstairs. She's got downstairs loo, she's got the shower and that is all down. She's got a shower for herself downstairs. So she doesn't really need to worry about stairs, but she can still do them if she absolutely needs to. But she can't stand for very long. She's just not up for it. I got quite snitty when Callie got married because with the guests it was all standing only. And the way the room was set out was like the registrar stood. The lady filling out the certificate sat at a little like dinky little desk with a barrier between her and whoever was signing the certificate. And then there was one chair for the person signing the certificate to sit down on. And my poor mum stood through that ceremony. And then she was like, right, if we just wait while she fills out the certificate and puts the names on and so on and so forth. And I was like, look, I'm not being funny. I was like, but you didn't warn us that there was going to be no chairs. I'd have taken her in a fucking wheelchair if I'd known. And I was like, can I please use that chair for my mum? And I could see she was going to protest, and I was like, she can't stand, she's in agony. And it was really obvious that mum was struggling, so I was a bit annoyed about that because they never warned us. And I said to Callie, I said, did they tell you guests were standing only? And she said, no. She said, no, they didn't. And I was just like, yours is frustrated, she falls asleep the day. Yeah, my mum is. My mum gets so annoyed. And then she says, and then on top of that, she wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and can't go back to fucking sleep because she slept all afternoon. Yeah, I was so angry. If I'd known, I would have taken her in a wheelchair. But she was like, no, I'll be fine, I'll go in with my stick, And they never said, does anybody have any disabilities or, anything like that. So I got quite shirty with her while they were filling it out. I was just like, that chair has been there, not being used, like the whole ceremony. You could have offered it to my mum. But never mind. Yeah, my mum gets pissed off when she falls asleep in the chair and misses the tennis in the afternoon. Or the cycling or whatever. Just a nice day there. Okay, take it easy. Thanks for coming in. I won't be on too much longer. See you later. Trying to remember how I divided this braid up. I think I did it into halves and then I split, you know, half lengthways, that is. And then I split it into 3, didn't I? I think. So I had 6 pieces for each 100-gram braid. And I've got 2 pieces left. I've got a third of it left. Okay, that's fine. Feels like I spun loads more than just 2/3 of it. Hello, puppy. There is life. What did we say? We said we were going to do the alpaca. We split it to thirds and spun it that way. And then the other stuff, the Polworth, we were just going to spin that straight, I think, weren't we? I think that's about it for you. Going to grab your meds and catch up with Vlogmas on YouTube. Okie dokie. Thanks for coming, Sue. See you again soon. If I don't see you before, have a good Christmas. Because it's only like... Gosh, it's Christmas Eve this time next week. That's when I start to panic now, because I'm not at all fucking ready. But anyway, you know, happy holidays or whatever, because I know you don't celebrate Christmas. Hope you have a good week. I'll see you again soon. Take it easy, sweets. Excuse me. It doesn't, does it? Is that because we've not all been going out doing mad Christmas shopping due to COVID, or, you know, I haven't wrapped anything. I haven't even started the cakes yet. What? What's the matter? Oh, excuse me. Yawny. What's the matter, puppy face? What are you doing? Dog's having a mad 5 minutes. I'm watching. It's just that thing where she's rolling about on her back, rubbing her face and everything, and then she sort of stops and like looks at you like all like. Do 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 do. Oh dear me. Yawny yawny. hope you're all crafting and not like just lurking and not paying attention. Huh? No. I won't be too much longer. Huh? Are you? When do you think you'll be back? Okay then. Playing Sims and knitting. Look at you, Miss Multi-Talented. I have to find somebody to go and raid in a minute. Don't stop whining. I think this has got to be the quickest I've done a spinning project in ages. I like having a dedicated night for spinning. It's quite good because I get distracted by knitting projects. Do you know what I mean? I start knitting something and then I'm like, oh, I want to keep going because I want to finish it. And then I don't take time out for spinning. But having a dedicated stream for it, one night a week where all I do is spin. I mean, it must admit, I did actually do some spinning the other night when the new bobbin arrived because it was like, oh, I want to finish this so I can start on a new bobbin, just so I can play with the 3D bobbin and see what it's like. But it has meant that I've burnt through this a lot quicker than I thought, which was really, really nice. Because I would spin a little bit and then not touch my wheel for fucking months. So this is quite good because it means I actually get stuff done. You divide 100-gram braid into 7 little bags and then spin a bag a day normally. Yeah, see, when I divided this braid up, I split it in half lengthways and then divided the 2 lengths into 3 each, which has kind of made it a lot more palatable than not having to keep digging into a great big bag of whatever. It's like I've got upstairs that I found when I was hunting out all my sock yarn, a bag of Falkland. Never spun Falkland, so I'll bring that down at some point. But I want to spin this and that Polworth because we said we're going to do it together, didn't I? So that's what I've got to go on now. That's the spinning project for now. And if I could keep this up, doing like one spin a week. I don't spin every day because I simply don't have the time.
I'll be up about 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, alright.
He's still awake, by the way.
Alright.
Huh?
Alright.
He's playing his story since bed.
Lights are off though, aren't
Lights all off, yeah. But he is awake.
they? Yeah, figured. At least he's been quiet.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
That's, as long as he's quiet.
Oh,
Okay, lovely, I'll see you in a little while. Go sleep. Yeah, because I've got Daryl at home and, you know, I'm doing other things as well. I don't really get to sit down and knit until the evening time. I like to make sure I've got all my steps in before I sit down to knit, because I know what I'm like. As soon as I pick up the knitting, that's it. It's just not going to get done. It's like the other day, I was going for a power goal on my step bet thing, and I needed 15,181 steps. And I got 15,111, stopped for dinner, and then when I finished my dinner, I just picked up my knitting. And it wasn't until it got to just gone midnight when I sat down to do my journal that I realised I was 70 steps. That's like going to the loo and back a couple of times short of the goal that I'd been aiming for. I was like, so annoying. So I always try to make sure that I've reached my goal before I sit down. And it's like if I haven't reached my goal by the time I stream, I think to myself, right, well then I need to stop streaming by such and such a time to give myself time to get there. Because I'd be really annoyed if I didn't make my step goals. But then, you know, I just don't have enough time after that. It would have to be one or the other. And while I do love to spin, I still prefer to knit. That's still my preference, really. I think probably because I don't use a lot of my own yarn. Isn't that funny? I should just buy merino or BF out and just spin that. At least then I could make socks out of it. But I buy all these pretty coloured floofy shit things. And I'm like, I'm never going to, you know, knit this up because I can't stand blocking garments and all that lot. Got bags of hand spun lying about all over the bloody place. It's silly. In your bed. In your bed. No. Lie down. Go on. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking I should do. What's your preferred fibre for sock yarn? And just then I see things like, you know, a fluffy alpaca braid and I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. And I go and buy it. So sometimes I think I should just sell my handspun because, you know, there's some stuff that I know I would never use. But then I know people who would like to knit handspun who don't because people charge a lot of money for it. And I wouldn't want to charge that much because I don't do it as a job type thing. I do it because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the process. But I would piss a lot of people off because I'd probably charge only about 20 quid. Superwash merino nylon. But you've got superwash Cheviot pearl and nylon. Oh yeah, you were saying about that the other day. You've not tried it yet. You bought it blank, didn't you? Are you going to dye it yourself? Just let me know what it's like. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, go on then. I haven't got any dyeing equipment, so, you know, if you're going to play with dyes, she says with a big cheesy grin. I haven't dyed in years, I don't have the room for it now. Okay. Okay, how you dye it? Purple. Did you ask? Please. Most colours I like, not yellow though. Yeah. Well, when I used to dye, I lived down in a big house, so I had a massive kitchen, you know, and I could afford to sort of use the space to lay stuff out and all of that lot, and have a massive, great big box of yarn to mess around with. I used to buy it all in bulk. I just don't have the... I mean, my kitchen is literally, without units, 9 foot square. That's without any units in it. So it's pretty much a galley kitchen at the moment, and I just don't have the room for anything out there. Yeah, it's tiny and it's just not practical. I have thought about having to go just so Daryl can have a go. Just to show him how it's done, you know. I think he might get a kick out of doing it, but it's just a hassle. Nearly done for this little bit. Yeah, well that's it. I see somebody sent me a load of that crappy foods, the drink that Americans have in the packet. I wouldn't drink it if you paid me, but somebody sent me a load. And I was going to dye up some Kool-Aid, that's the stuff. I might do it in the summer with Daryl, you know. You just stick it in soak then, can't you? And not have to worry about it. You said to me a few times about make me some socks, mummy. So I could say, right, well, we'll dye up some yarn. But just buy some blank yarn. And you can pick the colour. Hello, April. Another third. So about another 30 odd grams. 30 to 35 grams. This makes the end of like the second third sort of thing. Of the baby alpaca anyway. But I've got 2 braids of it, so this is just the first braid still. How's my cat? Is he still angry at me, or does he love me again? He's sitting on the floor. Rams! Can't give me kisses. Psst, 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 psst. It's okay. No. Hiya, bye-bye. You beautiful pussycat. You are the most beautifulest pussycat in the whole wide world. Oh, excuse me. So I'd have thought the flyer might grab his attention. You know? With it whirling, that might be going a bit too fast. Well, maybe the snow this time. No. Oh well. Ah, you have boxes. Well, there you go then. No wonder he's not paying me any attention. Oh. Right. Oh, ache. What are you unboxing? You've got Happy Meal. Let's move that back out of the way a bit. Right, let's see who's on, who we can go and raid, because I'm about done really. I ache now. It's cold. Oh, Mrs. O is on. Okay, we'll go and raid Mrs. O, because I've not seen Mrs. O for a bit. And I raided Yanya the other night. Right. I'm going to leave it there. Gentle peeps. All 5 of you. Mwah, love you all. Thank you for coming. We're going to go raid Mrs. O, so do hang about and sort of say hi when we go on her channel. And that'll be cool. I will... Yes, Ugly Soap Thursday. I love when she does these. I will... Go sleep, you. I will be back here on Twitch on Saturday. Which, yeah, that'll just be knitting. So come along and we'll see if we can fill up a couple more of these progress bars that we've got going on here. This one I can now move this right up because I've done a good 66% of it. This one, the fairy lights, that is these. It's coming along really nice. It really looks nice. I'm doing the stranded pattern again for these, but I love it. It just looks like a massive Christmas tree, which is really, really cool. So yeah, so if you're up for that, Saturday night about 7:30 UK time would be lovely. So yeah, let's type in raid. Oh, I can spell raid. Much raid. Mrs. O. I got no idea how you spell her name. I just know it's Mrs. O. Copy. That makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? Hi, Mary. I'm just going, sweet. Oh, okay, darling. Chuck me a message if you want. I'm only going to go and sit and watch Doctor Who. My beads are falling out. Okay, darling. Anytime you like. Right, I need to pee. So let's go and say hello to Mrs. O. And I will see you Saturday. Take it easy, guys. Love you loads. Tatty bye.